Right, we have covered up to the challenges of political parties. So we have seen the major challenges which are faced by political parties all over the world. The first challenge was that of lack of internal democracy. Right, so here you can see an image of Berlusconi's puppet theater. Now, what is this picture showing? This is showing the Berlusconi, who was the Prime Minister of Italy, and he was also one of the top businessmen in Italy. He was the leader of Forza Italia. Forza Italia was the Formula One car racing brand, which was founded in 1993. He also owned many TV channels, most important publishing company, and one of the richest football club in the world, AC Milan. And he was also owner. He was also owner of a bank. So here you can see that he controls the media, he controls the bank, he controls the football club. So most of the things are under his control in the country. The second challenge was that of dynastic succession, which was somewhat related to the first challenge that we have covered. The third challenge was money and muscle power. And the last one was lack of meaningful choice. Now, let's move on to the reforms. So, in order to face these challenges, there are certain reforms.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in 10C, we didn't do these challenges, I guess.
In order to face challenges, political parties need to be reformed. The question is कि क्या political parties सुधरना चाहेंगी? और अगर ऐसी बात होती कि they would have been willing to prevent or they would have been willing to reform, तो हमें जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती उन्हें सुधारने की. अगर willing नहीं है तो क्या हम उन्हें force कर सकते हैं सुधरने के लिए? तो yes, पहली चीज तो ये है that by being a well aware voter, that as a voter you have a choice to choose or reject a political party or a candidate. So this, but still, again, this is not a simple question that we can answer very simply. In a democracy, the final decision is made by the leaders who represent political parties. They can be replaced, but who will replace them? Another party, another set of leaders. और अगर पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज रिफॉर्म करना ही नहीं चाहेंगी तो कोई उन्हें कैसे चेंज कर सकता है? इसका सीधा सा एग्जांपल हम अपने एज अ सिटीजन भी ले सकते हैं कि इंडिया में बहुत अच्छे अच्छे लॉज इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिए हैं, बट अगर लोग सुधरना ही नहीं चाहेंगे, सो हाउ कैन वी रिफॉर्म देम? बहुत सारी जगह लिखा होता है यहां पर ना थूके, तो सबसे ज्यादा लोग वहीं थूकते हैं. बहुत सारी जगह लिखा होता है यहां पर पोस्टर ना चिपकाएं, बट हम जाके वहीं चिपका देते हैं. सो इफ we are not willing to change ourselves, how can we be changed, or how can change be brought? So first of all, we will have to change as citizens. We will have to become more aware. We will have to start following the laws. Then only we can expect from others. But let's look at some of the recent efforts and suggestions in our country which have been taken to reform the political party. तो सबसे पहला जो रिफॉर्म है, that is anti-defection law. But why this was introduced? Because many MLAs and MPs used to keep changing political parties. They used to do in order to become ministers or for cash rewards. कि okay, हमें कोई ministry मिल जाएगी या हमें chief minister बना दिया जाएगा, या पैसों के लालच में कई बार मिनिस्टर्स क्या करते थे, इलेक्शन जीतने के बाद अपनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी चेंज कर लेते थे. But after, and you will have to write this down, what is defection? Changing party allegiance from the party on which a person got elected to a different party. Any example of this? Can you give me any example of this? Okay, never mind. Navjot Singh Sidhu, he has changed a lot many times. He has changed political party from one party to another. But now the anti-defection law says that if any MLA or MP changes party, तो वो अपनी सीट खो देगा. मतलब जो जिस सीट से वो इलेक्शन जीता है, he will not be considered. ठीक है, इलेक्शन आप जीत गए, बट अगर आप उसके बाद पॉलिटिकल पार्टी चेंज करते हो, in that case you will lose your seat in the legislature. So because of this law, the defection has come down, but at the same time it has made dissent or criticism of your own political party even more difficult. So the MPs and MLAs have to accept whatever their leaders decide. Because अगर वो criticize करके political party छोड़ के जाना चाहते हैं, so they will lose their seat in the legislature. The next reform that has been passed is that you will have to file an affidavit. Every candidate who wants to contest election will have to file an affidavit in which he will have to give details of his property and the criminal cases which are pending against him. So now all this information is available to the public with the help of the media. Okay, even their educational details. Now there was a lot of fuss when Modi ji filed his nomination paper that what are his education. Similarly, people got to know that Smriti Irani, who was the HR minister in BJP-led government, was a 12th pass. So the question raised was, how can you make a 12th on a candidate who is not even 12th pass the HR minister? Okay. But there is no system of check if the information given by the candidates is true. तो जो वो information दे रहे हैं, जो भी affidavit में वो information provide कर रहे हैं about their property or their assets, about the criminal cases which are pending against them. So we do not have any system of validation whether the information provided them is true or not. However, this system has led to the decline in the influence of the money and muscle power in politics. So we can see, look at this cartoon where this female candidate comes with her nomination and her assets are worth rupees 50 crore. So then the question asked is, why do you want to contest the elections when you already have so much money and you have so many businesses? Why do you want to contest elections? Okay. The third, the Election Commission has passed an order that it is necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax return. So you would have come across this in news that new president of Congress has been elected. Who can you tell me who is the new president of the Congress? After Rahul Gandhi's resignation. Hello. Yes, Hina, who is the new president of the Congress? Hina, am I audible?
Sir, I don't know.
You should.
Yeah, sir, I'm just checking.
Mallikarjun Kharge. And who was standing in opposition to him? Who was the other candidate for the post of president?
Shashi Tharoor.
Yes, Shashi Tharoor. So now it is mandatory for the political parties to hold their organizational elections. The parties have started doing so, but sometimes it is just a mere formality. So formality और दिखाने के लिए करते हैं, but it is clear it is not clear whether this step has led to greater internal democracy in political parties or not. तो मैंडेटरी तो कर दिया, but we are still not sure whether because of this step there will be greater internal democracy in political parties or not. And this was the first challenge that we come across while doing challenges. This was the first and the foremost challenge that we face. Apart from this, there are many suggestions which have been made by political activists, citizens. So let's look at the suggestions. So the first three reforms have already been implicated. They have already been applied, but these are suggestions that we can also do this. For example, a law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political parties. तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लिए कंपलसरी कर दिया जाए कि वो एक रजिस्टर मेंटेन करेंगे अपने मेंबर्स का. हाउ मेनी मेंबर्स डू दे हैव? They should have a internal constitution जो उन्हें फॉलो करना होगा, एंड एक इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी होनी चाहिए विद इन द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी who will act as a judge in case of party disputes. और ओपन इलेक्शंस होने चाहिए हाईएस्ट पोस्ट के लिए, नॉट विद इन पार्टी की, पार्टी के अंदर अंदर ही कर लिया, मेयर फॉर्मेलिटी करके दिखा दिया कि हाँ भाई हमने तो इलेक्शंस कंडक्ट किए. इंस्टेड ओपन इलेक्शन शुड बी कंडक्टेड. ओपन इलेक्शन का मतलब है दैट इट विल नॉट बी अ सीक्रेट बैलेट. जो पार्टी के मेंबर्स होंगे वो बताएंगे कि मैं किसको वोट दे रहा हूं. ठीक है, क्लियर? एनी डाउट्स?
No, sir.
No, sir.
And there is also a suggestion that it should be made mandatory कि हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जो है जितनी भी सीटों पे इलेक्शंस कंटेस्ट कर रही है उसमें से 1/3 सीट्स जो है वो विमेन कैंडिडेट्स को देंगी. And at the same time there should be more women in the decision making bodies of the political party. यानी कि जो टॉप लीडर्स हैं उसमें से भी कुछ पोजीशंस विमेन के लिए रिजर्व किया जाएगा. बट दिस इज अगेन जस्ट अ सजेशन. Like we have seen in gender, religion, caste, that the reservation bill for women in the parliament is still pending.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. For almost 10 years.
Yes. So see, we have given them reservation in the local government bodies, but parliament में जब देने की बात आ रही है, so the parliamentarians are not applying that thing to themselves. And we have also seen a cartoon regarding that, कि वो पार्लियामेंट में ऊपर से तो आवाज दे रहे हैं कि come inside, we are waiting for you, but they are the one who are holding the passage for them.
Yes, so the male
Yes, sir.
dominated members of the Sabha, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are not letting women, being the part of their.
Yes. Next, there should be state funding of elections, but थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है ये. स्टेट फंडिंग का मतलब है कि सरकार जो है वो इलेक्शन लड़ने के लिए पैसा दे. इससे क्या होगा, जो गरीब हैं या those who do not have the resources to contest election will also get a chance to contest election. So government can support small political parties in election by giving them not money but in kind, by giving them petrol, paper, telephone bills, etc. Or it could be given in cash on the basis of the votes secured by the party in the last elections. यानी कि वो अपना पैसा इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे, but government उन्हें पैसा देगी. But then this is not a very, you can say, feasible option, right? कि जिस पार्टी को पिछले इलेक्शंस में जितने % वोट्स मिले हैं उसके बेसिस पे इलेक्शन दे. But then you will see that I don't see this as a very feasible option.
So this will lesser the opportunity of the other parties that could come up in front. So that's
Yes.
why.
हाँ, देख, पैसा देने से ये हो सकता है कि छोटी पार्टीज को फायदा मिल जाए, बट जो ऑलरेडी बहुत बड़ी बड़ी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं उनको तो बेनिफिट हो जाएगा. उनके पास ऑलरेडी बहुत सारा पैसा है. अब स्टेट भी उनको फंड कर रही है या पैसा दे रही है, तो इट विल बी गवर्नमेंट्स मनी. यू सी, इवन टू कंटेस्ट इलेक्शन दे विल बी यूजिंग टैक्स पेयर्स मनी.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but these suggestions have not yet been accepted by the political parties. अभी तक तो accept नहीं किए हैं. In case अगर accept कर भी लेते हैं, so are you sure that these will lead to improvement? But we should be very careful about legal solutions to political problems. Now, why we are saying this, that we should be careful about legal solutions to political problems? क्योंकि देखो, over regulation can also be very counterproductive. तो अगर बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट हो जाते हैं पेरेंट्स, तो भी बच्चे दे स्टार्ट फाइंडिंग वेज टू चीट. ऐसा होता है या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
तो अगर बहुत ज्यादा कानून बना दिए जाएंगे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के ऊपर, एंड दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू फंक्शन स्मूथली एंड फ्रीली, so they will start finding ways to cheat the law. है ना? अगर बहुत ज्यादा ओवर रेगुलेशन होगा, so they will start finding some other ways, alternative ways to cheat the law. Besides, law कौन पास करता है? Who passed the law in our country? Yes, children, who passed the law in our country?
Executive.
Yes?
Executive.
No. How can executive
Sir,
pass the law?
legislature.
Yes, legislature
Sir,
passed the law.
legislature.
But even in this
Legislature makes
chapter,
the law,
when we started with the functions of this chapter, we have seen political parties. One of the function of political party was to make
A law for the people.
yes
Main
laws
function
for the country. क्योंकि legislature में कौन है? Legislature में वो members हैं, जो वो लोग हैं जो elect हुए हैं. But those who have been elected, they also belong to one political party or the another. तो क्या पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज कोई ऐसा कानून पास करेंगी which they do not like or which will curb upon their activities, which will put a, you can say, a curb on their activities? नहीं, कभी नहीं करेंगी. जैसे for example, I remember a long time back when this bill came in the parliament that the salaries of MPs and MLAs should be revised and should be increased. So what do you think would have happened?
So maybe the bill would have been accepted because they were the only one who had to, were in the favor, or in like they were the ones
Getting the
who would
benefit.
get.
So you think that it would have been, it was passed with absolute majority. No single MP or MLA was against that bill because anyways they are getting the benefit of it. सैलरी किसकी बढ़ेगी? उन्हीं की बढ़ेगी ना. तो ऐसे बिल को तो कभी भी कोई नहीं मना करेगा. तो और कोई ऐसा कानून आ जाए कि उनकी सैलरी कम कर देनी चाहिए, उनके जो भी फॉरेन ट्रैवल एक्सपेंसेस होंगे वो खुद देंगे अगर वो पार्लियामेंट में नहीं आते. जैसे बहुत सारे मेंबर्स अटेंड नहीं करते पार्लियामेंट ड्यूरिंग, जब पार्लियामेंट का सेशन होता है, तो उनका फाइन होना चाहिए, उनकी सैलरी डिडक्ट कर लेनी चाहिए. तो क्या वो ऐसा कोई बिल पास करेंगे?
No, sir. It would be their loss.
Yes, so they will not agree to pass such a law. There are two other ways in which political parties can be reformed apart from the reforms that we have already done and apart from the suggestions that we have come across. दो और तरीके हैं political parties को reform करने के. एक है कि लोग pressure डाले political parties के ऊपर. Because चुनना किसने है? Who is going to choose the political party?
So the people of the country.
Yes, the people of the country. So this can be done through petitions, publicity and agitations. कि हम उनको letters, petitions लिख सकते हैं, इस चीज को हम publicize करें और उसके खिलाफ agitations करें. And who will do that? Ordinary citizens, pressure groups and movements, and media can play an important role in this. तो इसमें सबसे ज्यादा जो important role play करना है वो करेंगे ordinary citizens and educated people in the country. अगर political parties को ऐसा लगेगा that they are losing public support by not taking up the reforms which public want. They would become more serious about the reforms because ultimately they have to contest elections in which the people will choose or decide their fate, whether they are going to win elections or not. तो अगर कोई भी political party बोलेगी कि नहीं मैं ऐसा सुधार नहीं करना चाहती, तो next elections में लोग उसे वोट नहीं करेंगे. The second way by which political parties can be reformed is if those who want to improve the system, politics in our country should join political parties. वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को ज्वाइन करे. देखो डेमोक्रेसी डिपेंड करती है पब्लिक पार्टिसिपेशन पे, बिकॉज वी ऑलवेज से दैट इन अ डेमोक्रेसी पीपल आर द अल्टीमेट सोर्स ऑफ पावर और अथॉरिटी. बट अगर लोग पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं करेंगे तो डेमोक्रेसी इंप्रूव नहीं कर सकती. एंड यू विल ऑल्सो स्टडी अबाउट दिस इन द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर, दैट इज आउटकम्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. It is difficult to reform politics अगर ordinary citizen उसमें participate नहीं करेगा. देखो वैसे मैं बचपन से सुनता आ रहा हूँ या हम बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं कि पॉलिटिक्स तो बहुत गंदी चीज है, दलदल है, इसमें घुसना नहीं चाहिए, right? But then till the time you will not step into the garbage, आप उसको clean नहीं कर सकते. कूड़े में जाए बिना आप कूड़े को साफ तो नहीं कर सकते. Yes, answer me.
Yes, sir. That's why some people are coming forward to change, to reform the
Yes.
system of politics.
Yes, the educated youth is becoming much aware about their role in the politics, but आज भी अगर आप देखोगे the percentage of such people is very less. So it is difficult to reform politics if ordinary citizens do not take part in it and simply criticize it from the outside. So the problem of bad politics can only be solved by good politics and better politics. ठीक है? So सुधार तभी हो सकता है जब हम उसमें participate करेंगे, not any other way.